Okay, in this video, we want to continue on and build out our table. So in the last video, we set up all of our starter code. We imported this worksheet.table, table, and table style info thing. And now we want to use those. So let's start out by creating a variable, and I'm going to call it tab. And we're going to set that equal to a table instance. And then inside of here, we need to give this a name. So let's go display name equals, and I'm just going to call this table1, call it really anything. And now we need to define what our stuff is going to be in this table. So let's create a reference to, and I just want it from A1 to B6. And if we look really quickly at our company salaries file, we see it starts at A1 and goes down to B6, right? So we just give it a range of those things. So, okay, we can close that. Now we need to define the style. So let's go style. And let's set that equal to a table style info instance. And that's this guy up here that we imported. Whereas this guy is this thing up here that we imported, right? And here we've got several things. So I'm going to put these on separate lines so we can easily read these. So let's set the name equal to, and we want to do table style medium 9. And these are sort of like the styles we looked at with the graphs. You can put table style medium 2, 7, 9. You could do, instead of medium, you can do light, right? So we're going to do 9. And you could just play around with these if you want to see what these do. It basically just changes the colors of our table. And unfortunately, again, there's not really good documentation that explains what all of these different numbers are. You just kind of have to sort of play around with it. So, okay, name. Now we need to say show first column. And notice the capitalization here. And we don't want to show the first column. So let's say that's false because that's our header, right? And let's go show last column. And that's also going to be set to false. And then we can go show row stripes. Let's set that equal to true to make these striped. And then show column stripes. And let's set that equal to true as well. Okay, so that's the tab style. Now we need to sort of say, hey, use the style for this tab. So to do that, we go tab dot table style info equals style. So notice the capitalization here, lowercase, uppercase, uppercase. And then the style is just the style variable that we just defined here. Okay. So then now we just need to add this table to our spreadsheet. So we can go WS for our worksheet dot add underscore table. And then we want to pass in tab, which is what we named our table up here. And then here we'll save this as table XLSX. So let's go ahead and save this. And we save this file as table.py. So let's head over here and let's go Python table.py. And that worked. So then let's come back over here and find our table.xlsx file, open it up, and here we go. And we can resize these if we want, like that. So, and this is our table, and that's all there is to it. So if you click on these things, you can sort by different things from A to Z. That changes it around. From Z to A, you could sort by largest to smallest salaries. You know, all the things you would do with a table, and that's cool. So notice this column is sort of shaded. We could change that if we wanted to. So we show column stripes if we set that to false, for instance, and save this. And then open this guy again. You can see now we just have straight up stripes for our rows. We could remove those stripes if we wanted to as well. We could set those to false, right? If we saved this and ran it and then opened this, right, we just get sort of all same color, which is not as useful, you know, at least in my opinion. Set this back to true. Remember I mentioned we could do different of these, you know, if we wanted to go, I don't know, 5. I have no idea what this is. If we save it and run it and then open it again, okay, now it's purple, right? So again, you just kind of have to play around with those numbers to see what the different colors are. And I wish there was a better way to do it, but there's just really not good documentation on that anywhere on the web. So that's pretty much tables. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we'll look at adding images to our spreadsheets.